What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tattoo Critiques. Today we're on TikTok and we're going to be checking out tattoo nightmares. What's up, guys? Big news, I've finally got some merch. I've got this design and many others on a bunch of cool items. We've got hoodies, we've got bomber jackets, we've got socks, you name it, I've got it. And what's even cooler is I got my friend Sabrina's help, who is actually a director over at Disney Animation. That's why they look so dope. I'm super lucky to have her help, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. So use the link below and go stock up on a bunch of cool shit. Thanks again, Sabrina, for all the help, and thank you guys for all the support. Once again, welcome back. I hope you guys all had a chance to check out our Tattoo Bootcamp episode with comedian Madison Sinclair. If you haven't, go check it out now. Don't worry, I'll wait. Anyway, as I said before, this is our Tattoo Nightmare episode where we check out tattoos that didn't really go as planned. So let's check out our first tattoo, which is this "Only Judge Can God Me," with what I'm assuming is a little baby fetus inside of a hand. So I guess he is godding him pretty good. But at least his hand has all 5 fingers, so that's nice to see, and there's not an extra digit in there somewhere. But what a weird idea. I like the little color splash on the fetus. It's a really nice touch. But I guess it makes me wonder, how do you get a hand pregnant? Anyway, I don't want to know. Yeah, this one's just a really weird one, and I kind of wonder where it's at on the body. I wouldn't want to be showing this one off at the beach. Up next is this baddie, and obviously this is a terribly done tattoo. I don't know what part is the mask and what part are her lips. Speaking of lips, is that a lip piercing? This chick really reminds me of my friend Aiden. It's almost identical, lip piercing and all. Sorry, Aiden. But the artist really did seem to do a great job on those gold eyeballs. They must have watched my tutorial. Yeah, this one's ass. Let's check out the next one. All right, this one's questionable. I'd probably hide this face with that mask, if I'm being honest. This one looks like an attempt to do some nice smooth shading, but I don't know what went wrong. For once, I actually hope this doesn't look like the person. She does have a very nice set of chiclet looking teeth, so there's that. Maybe for future reference, if you do go get a loved one tattooed, try to find a better reference, because this one's just not flattering at all. She's got no forehead, but she does have 4 chins. All right. Up next, we have this guy with some questionable looking face tattoos. I bet he has something smart to say.
Your tattoo look like you.
Good point.
Where,
What is this guy saying? And what is with his dad in the back just chilling with this crazy lime green beanie, just mean mugging? I guess I see where he gets it.
If I say I don't never see you, can come jump my line right now.
This has to be a joke. This is a joke, right? I'll have what he's having. Stay in school, kids. I think this is funny. The top comment says, "Can we get the English dub?" And I'm right there with you. All right, moving on. All right, this one says, "Shitty tattoo versus the cover-up." And it says, "She drew the stencil," which is believable. Oh, she's out at the club, just showing off. Which is why you gotta be careful, guys. You could end up going home with somebody like this. A 311 fan. What do you think I meant? All right, so let's see what she got it covered up with. Well, this flower is better. We'll call it that. Not great. I find it funny though, you can still see the 311 behind the flower, which is why you really need to use blacks in a tattoo like this. You can see those lines clear as day on those lower petals. I also noticed you got a hummingbird tattoo after this 311 tattoo, and the placement of this new flower tattoo just doesn't make any sense at all. Like the hummingbird's trying to feed off the outside of the petal. But I'm sure she's thrilled. All right, up next we have this one. It's the word hope on this guy's wrist, and he's spinning it around, and we're moving on to the next one. All right, this guy seems to be on his way to a job interview with his face tattoos. We'll see how that goes. Resume spelled wrong, that's pretty funny. He's getting nervous. And hey, he ended up at McDonald's, but chances are he's gonna end up on the grill. There's no way they're putting him in the front of the house. Obviously, this is a joke, and this guy knows how to take a joke. He knows what he got himself into. Chances are he's probably a tattooer or a piercer with that blackout hand. That's a little inside joke for my tattooers. All right, this next one is... That's there. I mean, at least she knows what she likes. But at least the lines are nice. She's just into some weird things. Maybe don't invite her to your friends' funerals. Moving on. All right, this guy seems to be tattooing his own face, or Nah, this actually looks like a joke. Good clickbait though. No, but for real, don't be this guy. Let's see what's next. Oh, I love these. The tattoo I expected versus what I got. These are always good. And this is why you don't trace tattoos. This is, what a bad job. A lot of these mistakes would have been avoided had they not traced this tattoo. Because when tattoos wrap on the left or the right side of the arm and somebody just traces it as is, they're tracing those curves as well and they end up with super skinny fingers. But I don't think that's the only thing that happened here because this is rough. They also have one eye that's really hanging out on the right-hand side. I don't know how that happened. Yet another reason why you shouldn't get tattooed at home. Or at least check out portfolios. I've only said that a dozen times. Either way, let's see what's next. Oh, another one. What I asked for versus what I got. And this, what I asked for is a great looking tattoo. So I can only imagine how awful this is gonna go over. Not looking great so far. And I'm gonna stop right here real quick because this guy doesn't even have his machine bagged. And he's also using what I assume are dish gloves. It's a great sign. We're not doing dishes here, we're dealing with diseases. Make sure to wear the appropriate PPE when dealing with blood. Or you could end up with a tattoo like this. And, you know, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. You know, you never really can judge an unfinished tattoo. It's all up from here. He's just gotta add a few details, he'll be all right. A couple little whites here and there. No big deal. No, but for real, this will definitely be an easy cover-up. And it looks like he got some of that ointment from his arm on the car door. Nasty! All right, I've seen enough of that. Let's check out the next one. All right, she says she never had a tattoo do this at all, which is what these bandages are made for. This is what we like to call an ink sac, or that's what I've heard on the internet anyways. That's what the cool kids are calling it. But the wrap that's on her arm is called a second skin bandage. It's meant to keep in the blood and plasma so it doesn't get everywhere, like on your car door. And it actually contains a lot of white blood cells, which promotes healing, so this isn't bad by any means. It's completely normal for your tattoo to do this when you have a second skin bandage on. A lot of times black and white tattoos don't do it as much, but when you introduce color, it's just gonna push out all that gunk and blood and plasma, so I wouldn't be worried about this at all. And it looks like the seal is great, it's not leaking out anywhere, so I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this. Speaking of tattoo nightmares, I stumbled across this video of Victoria, who works at my neighboring tattoo shop, Lucky Cat Tattoo, here in Chicago, Illinois, and this caption reads, "Turning nightmares into tattoos." And as you can see, her tattoos are gorgeous. She does a lot of dark or macabre style tattoos, and this just goes to show you that not all nightmare tattoos are bad. Like this Hanya tattoo, for example. This thing is beautiful, and still a little scary. Jeff's actually closing his eyes right now. So we'll end this video on a good note. Make sure to head on over to her Instagram page and give her a follow at victoriagoite.tattoo. I know I'm butchering that last name. I'm sorry, Victoria, but you can check it out right here. Well, that's gonna be it for these nightmare tattoos, and I think this is a great introduction to October and Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, be sure to send over your spooky or even nightmarish tattoos on over to ponycritiques@gmail.com for our very spooky special Halloween episode. Just be sure to label it with Halloween tattoo in the subject line. Also, the guys and I are trying to figure out what to dress for as Halloween. If you guys have any suggestions, be sure to leave them in the comments below. There are 5 of us, if that makes a difference. Otherwise, I'm just going as Chit.
Yeah.
Also, we are closing in on 200,000 subscribers, so be sure to share this video with your friends and subscribe and help push us to the finish line. And maybe we'll have a very special episode for you then. Until then, like I said, don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you next week.